Scott Walker is offering only a few new details of how he'd pay for a plan to fund public schools.
He's doing that as a coalition of women are announcing their support for his Democratic opponent. Political reporter Jessica Arp has the latest on the race. Jess.
Well, yeah, this week it seems like a race to roll out proposals. We're asking questions today, though, about how some of those plans will work. Governor Scott Walker stopping today in Janesville at Prent Corporation, that's a plastics manufacturer, while in Madison, a coalition of women announced their support for State Superintendent Tony Evers. Walker touted plans he announced this week to cover 2/3 of the funding for public schools. Evers had previously announced plans to do the same thing. We asked Walker how he intended to pay for that in his next budget.
Good fiscal management, a strong economy, and positive reforms. The real difference between Tony Evers and I in schools is not in funding. I'm talking about 2/3 as well. The difference is he wants to undo our reforms.
Tony will be a true education governor for Wisconsin. He's dedicated his career to improving our schools and making sure that every child has access to a great public education. As a parent, I know how critically important that is to me, and that's something that's important to families all around our state.
Evers planned to fund schools, he told News 3 in a previous interview, would hold the line on taxes as well, but it would allow schools to raise revenue limits. We know from polling that education is a key issue for voters in this election. In the last Marquette poll, 57% of voters said they would rather increase school spending than cut property taxes. That means we can really expect to hear a lot more about these plans and hopefully some more details about how they work in the coming weeks.
3 weeks from tonight.
Today.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we'll hopefully hear some more on Friday night when the first gubernatorial debate is as well.
Of which you're taking part.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Jess.